Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bookish Artist Mandy here, and I'm coming today with a random assortment of haul stuff. My area of work is quite messy today, and I am just going to go ahead and go through and talk about the things that I have here. So this is a magic subscription. I forgot the name of it, but I did a year, like, because it was like $6 a month, and I shared the original, and so I want to share this, and I'm trying to figure out how to open this without destroying this beautiful sticker that says magic inside with a dragon. So yeah, I'm just jumping right into this because this is Monday. I'm frustrated with life and I just don't want to ruin that. I have scissors here. I have this fancy letter opener that I haven't taken out of the box, but it's in the other room, so I'm just going to do scissors because I don't want to destroy that sticker. I will cut around it and get that sticker off because I really like that sticker. The inside of the envelope is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to cut like parts of this envelope too because how gorgeous. So this, I got accepted into a little magic school, and these are the lessons every month that are going to come to me in the form of a letter. And you can see I want to take this off so I can break apart this whole letter for the collage that I'm going to do. Ooh, okay, well, I got the sticker, kind of, so I think I can get the sticker off the rest of the way so I can put it, because I'll just glue it on because it's not going to stick to something else after I do this. But I just love that. Look at how cute that is. A little dragon that says magic inside. So I'm going to set that. I do have my sticker. Oh, haha. I have this little notebook that's like, or binder that's a 6-ring that is just sticker release paper. So I'm going to set that there for now. Because I'm going to glue that in later. Okay. But I'm going to just take apart this whole envelope. Yeah, this is happening because I want to show you the inside. It's so pretty. Look at that. That is beautiful. That's going to be beautiful paper on a spread for this. But I really like the front of the envelope because it says, I covered up my name and my address, you know, so you didn't see, but it says, it has that beautiful illustration and it says from Louise. And so I covered that up with washi tape, which is fine because it'll be pretty, but I could do something like this where I have that. I'm really getting into this like junk journaling stuff, but more collage journaling. But every month I'm going to get a little, it's charm post. That's what it's called. I'm going to get a really cool card. And this is, few dreams are potent enough to produce an extract. Prized for its myriad effects and potion, vials like this one often wear a hefty price tag around their cork. So dream extract. I get a card. Look at that pretty card. Oh my gosh, I love that. Where dreams awaken. Your 6-letter password corresponds to the ticket's unique identification number. Tickets within the same family automatically shift to share the same identification number. So, oh, that's cool. So it's got numbers, and I'm gonna have to figure out a passcode. And then I'm not gonna read this out loud, but then you get a letter. How beautiful is that? And then I get an assignment. Keep a dream journal for 1 week. Every morning after waking, write down your dreams from the night before. At the end of the week, see if there are any recurring themes. Try to think about what these could mean. Divination has no rulebook, and only by practicing can we learn about our hidden powers. You don't have to share your dream with anyone. However, you're welcome to share what hidden meanings you found. Oh, fun. Okay, so I have the first page in one of my journals, but I'm actually going to start a new journal for this. So I have my acceptance letter in there, but I have decided that I'm going to add this to a solo role-playing game that I'm doing. So that will be perfect because then I can journal dreams. So there's that one. Charm post. So I don't have, like, this is not sponsored or anything. I don't have an affiliate code. I don't even remember the website. It might be just charmpost.com, but if you Google Charmpost, I'm sure you can come up with it. It was an ad on Instagram, and I signed up for it because it looked so much fun, and I'm already enjoying it. Okay, so then here is my Archer and Olive Kit Club. I'm really, really hoping that they give me something to work with this month. So I didn't even look at this month's, but I am tired of these little cardboard pieces that they're handing us. I think I have mine from last month's, and they came in the subscription kit. I really don't like these. Like, what am I gonna do with this thick piece of cardboard to put in? What is this? Like, why do I keep getting these? I'm literally not going to use these. I'm frustrated with them. So it's one of those things that is like, I may have to end my subscription to the Kit Club. But I love that they come with like this little bit of washi tape, which is really nice, and more cardboard. Okay, is it something that this is just what is cost effective? I would much rather like have a sticker sheet than this. Like, give me another sticker sheet, because this is, what am I gonna do with these? Like, literally, that's more trash. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll give them to my kids, but no. Sorry. I'm like, Archer and Olive, come on, you guys are so awesome. And then to have this, but I love these papers. We get papers like this every month, and they're dot grid. And I love using them for letters and things. I send letters to my friend we play this game called Niconeco. And I have written my letters from my character to her, but I think it'd be really fun to send pen pals letters. And then these are some papers. I love this. This is cute. I like this theme. I just wish that the little extra, just give me an extra sticker sheet. I don't need that. That's my gripe of the day. And I didn't realize that I was going to get this cardboard stuff 2 weeks in a row. Or if you're going to do this, just do it in paper, because I don't want something thick like this. This could have just been a sticker sheet. Like, I would have loved this as just another sticker sheet. But also, we have it right here. I don't need, yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna gripe too much, but it's just like one of those things that, yeah, I don't like that thick stuff when it comes to my planners. Oh, awesome. I can actually read these. I really wish that they would just do these in like a matte color, the names of the like words, because some of them I can't read. That's my other gripe, because I cover up in my planner. Do I have my planner near me? My table is a giant mess, and I don't think I have my planner near me. I did have it this morning because I did write my to-do list, and I just checked something off, but I don't know where I put it. But I put these, so I have right now, I really like vertical planners, and I have a planner that's from Paper Source, but it's not as super fountain pen friendly as I'd like it to be. So I've actually been using some Archer and Olive gel pens in it, which is kind of fun to switch through a gel pen, because I've been using so many fountain pens that it's kind of fun to switch every once in a while. But yeah, I like these. I really like this color scheme, the pinks and the sandy. That would be really nice to use. And I won't use those because you can't read. Like, what's the point of putting this on there? I also really dislike these because I can't read the number. Like, if I'm gonna put this in my journal or in everything, and they're always the same, which is, I love that it's always the same format. You get numbers, you get days of the week, so you can have that for every week of the month, because this is a monthly kit. And you get some, I don't know what these stickers are for. Those are to-do lists and everything. I do love that. I just wish that they stopped using gold. That's just my thing, and maybe other people really love the gold, but I cannot read that. So I don't use them because I can't read them. These ones are a little bit better, but like, they used white in this really light color, so I don't know what they were thinking. Apparently they can read better than me, or they have better eyesight. I do have pretty bad eyesight, so that can be that. So I did this one. I am trying another one that is Hobonichi cousin friendly. And I'm trying, and this is from Sumlilthings. I love Sumlilthings stuff. And this one's like more cute and kawaii, but I didn't want to just like switch my subscription from Archer and Olive to a new subscription kit until I tried it. So we'll see. But yeah, okay. Anything else in there? Nope, okay. This is a recycled mailer pad, which is awesome. Okay, yeah, like, how cute is, I love their little cards. I get these cards every time, but yeah, love these little cards that they send as a thank you. But this one was so cute. And let's see, I really, as somebody who's like, I am not sponsored by either of these companies, so as somebody who's not sponsored and is paying their real dollars, I like to see what we get. So this is a little pasture pals for Hobonichi cousin. I loved the little stickers. How cute are those? Get your ducks in a row. I like that one. But I love the little characters they have. I have a lot of some little things like washi tape and stuff. Okay, so we've got, again, I just don't like, I'm not in love with the gold foil, but other people must be, because they've got it too. But there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, little things. I like that. Weekend, those are cute. Look at, and this is like washi tape, like a piece. And then, okay, so this is like a, like almost like a vinyl. This is vinyl, but the rest of them are printed. And I love that they used black. So this is probably the one I'm going to use for the month, because, or for the next, yeah, because I don't like the gold. It's not my thing. But this is meant for the cousin, but I don't use my cousin because it just doesn't work for me. But like, the way that I feel is I can put this into another planner, but I just wanted it in case I did switch to my cousin. I like that. Those are nice. So they gave us this. Oh, readable numbers. There we go. Readable numbers. So excited. You know, as I get older, I never realized how important things are, like readability. And so, like, but it's also one of those things that if I ever decided to design my own stuff, readability is really important. So, like, we have one or a couple that are like pretty in gold, but the rest of them are very readable, which makes me happy. Makes me very, very happy. So I have considered going over some of my gold ones with paper, but so those are my kits for my planners. I have been enjoying being in my planners a little bit more. I was a big, and I'm coming up with a video for this, but I was a big bullet journal where I came up with my own planners, and I've switched to like pre-made ones, and I'm trying out a few of them for a couple months and seeing how it works. I feel like you need to know, I feel like you need to use it for a couple months to really feel like it's if it's gonna work for you or not. Okay, so the next thing that is coming, I have my first order from Niconeco, and coming soon is a loaf on paper by Niconeco. I'm very excited. That's cute. But I recently did an ink swap, like stationery trade with Micah Oatley, and she ordered, or one of her like little notes was on one of these pieces of paper, and they are, I noticed that she had used a fountain pen, and they're really fountain pen friendly. I don't know what kind of paper this is, but I love these little note cards. They're so cute. The one that she had was sold out, but they have different pages, and it's by this artist that I am really kind of a fan of now, and I didn't know who she was before, or they were Eiko Fukawa. And so I got a few things from the line. So yeah, that's what I got. And then I got a couple stamps from Niconeco, and I'm not gonna stamp them, but I can show you what I got. A little cutie writing, little cute kitty, and then just says note. I'm looking for more fun stamps to add to my collection, and slowly and surely doing it. All right, so then my big haul is from Atlas. I think this is adorable. Look at this beautiful, beautiful postcard. And this one, it says, give it a go. Be amazed. I really like that. I love that they do that. Okay, and so I'm gonna get out my notebook and then we can start going through stuff. Oofta. Okay, so last week was a rough week. Not rough, but it was a long week because I went on trips for zoo trips and things. So I was really tired. I am super tired today, but I got Herbin Moulin Rouge, a couple of the new Herbins. Like this is Iris. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but these are the new colors. I know I got Vert Cactus, so green cactus, because I have been, you know, on the front. But these were like $13, so I thought let's try them. And I love how affordable Herbin is. But this is gris, so gray, gallet. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but yeah. And then I got a couple. So my friend is really into, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I have recently gotten a couple of Tom Studios pens that are felt tip that are, you dip them into the ink. And I also got a Tom Studio, what do you call it? Pigment ink that is waterproof. So I wanted to try a couple of their other inks. My friend has this one and she was showing me swatches and I was like, yep, I just want a whole bottle of that. And then this one is a gold luster, so it's a yellow with a gold shimmer. And I thought, why not try them? What is this? I can't remember. What did I order here? Oh yeah, these are my washi tapes I ordered because I was really excited about some other washi tapes they had. So let's pull those out. Oh, and I ordered some cartridges of Terre de Feu because I really love this color, and I wanted to throw some of this in a travel. So I have some cartridges. I've been kind of picking up a few cartridges this last month for traveling with that I can put in my Niconeco Sports, but I got some BGM and Yozakura. I haven't even tried this Graphon Faber-Castell, but Yozakura, but I have tried a few of them, and I'm gonna put this during this video. I'm gonna put this one in my Niconeco All Sport that is a Hello Kitty pink. So welcome. We're here. This is just a random haul of things, but this is like a travel kitty one. It's got travel. I thought this would be really cute to have some of this on my sticker release paper in my travel notebook. So yeah, I'm having a fun time. And then this one is like a foresty one. I want to make sure that I save this because a lot of times what I will do is I will use this sticker somewhere because I think they're so cute. I love these, like where they have the little sticker on the washi tape. And I have a swatching notebook that I am going to pull out here towards the end. But look at that, it's a little bunny. I think that's really cute. Yeah, so I'll swatch these too. I'm just kind of, this is just a haul of all sorts of different stationery things. So stick with me. But we will swatch some ink. 6 inks to be exact. And then this one is another forest one. These were so cute. Like, I just think that's adorable, little girl. And I don't know, I think this was like a map trail. And I thought this one would be fun too, to have a little trail. I love to decorate with washi paper, especially my planners, or washi tape, not washi paper, washi tape. And I just love to have it. I just think it adds just something a little extra without being too tough. And I really love washi tape. So it's one of those things that when I see cute ones, I definitely grab them. But so there's those. And then, I'm so excited about this. So I made a video that I recently have gotten into traveler's notebooks. And I got a passport size. I grabbed these last week, the dot grid, and then I grabbed one of the MD papers in cream. And then I ordered this little blue one. And so I get to open it up with you because I think I already have mine put together for the last one. So we're gonna put this together. And I think this is so cool that it comes, and then I feel like it comes with an extra little thing, at least my other one did too, and then I pulled this out and I had an extra string. And I actually put this on, I made one that was Sailor Moon cover, so I actually used the brown one and reinforced it, because this is better than the elastic I just had from when I made like 1,000 masks, or 500 to 1,000 masks during COVID, and so hoofda, it was exhausting. And so I have so much elastic, because elastic was really hard to get a hold of. So when I could order it, I ordered it in bulk, because people wanted me to make masks, and it was like I could not make them fast enough. I was working and sewing. Oh my gosh. So I haven't had a passport size before. I thought this would be a really nice replacement for a wallet, and oh, it's so cute. Yeah, so, but yeah, I made lots and lots and lots of masks, and it was exhausting. Do not recommend. And then now we find out that the masks really didn't matter. So that's always fun to hear that. You're like, oh, I did all that work and we wore all those masks. And then those the canvas masks that we used, or the cloth ones, don't really do much. You need to use the actual hospital grade masks. But I mean, in the whole scheme of things, it was better than nothing. It took me over a year and a half to get COVID, and when I did get COVID, and it was the lesser strain, I still got really, really sick. So yay for me, because of my wonderful immune system. Does this fit in here? So I learned this trick too, where you can put two notebooks together just like this. Okay. I just realized I got really, I started talking about stuff that's not fun. I don't like talking about stuff. I don't like talking about that time. I mean, I know we all went through and had different opinions on it, and all had different stuff with it. So it's a tough time to talk about, and I'm just not over it. But that's the elastic I had. So, change of topic, back to stationery and fun and happiness. Okay, so I have gone to the zoo 3 times, to a zoo, because we have a zoo here in my city, and then I went down to the Omaha Zoo, which is, if you aren't familiar, it's a pretty big zoo. And so we took students down to Omaha Zoo. Some of these students will never see the Omaha Zoo again, and it was a big deal. But my son, he had his kindergarten trip to our zoo on, was it last week, Wednesday? I don't remember, but it was the day before I went to the Omaha Zoo. So I went to the zoo 2 days in a row. And then I also went to the zoo this weekend with my sons for Mother's Day because my oldest was really upset that his brother got to go to the zoo and he didn't. Even though I tried to explain to him that last year when he was a kindergartner, Mommy also went to the zoo for him and was a chaperone. And that didn't seem to matter to him because it wasn't just now. So making things fair and even for kids. But over the course of those days, I've been walking like 2 to 3 miles a day every day, but like out in the sun, when you're walking and like being out in the sun for hours, it's a lot different than just walking your hour and then going back in. And I am still dehydrated, even though I'm drinking bottles and bottles of water and all the electrolyte filled things, and I am just tired and worn out. So I want to see if this fits. I found that my other one, you can only fit 2 notebooks in with it out being, yeah. See, I think I'd only want, so for my passport size, I think I want to not do this. So let's do that. See, this is why I'm doing this on camera, so you can see my experiment. So maybe I just want the blank one and the dot grid, and then I can save the cream one for another time, or yeah, then save these for the next fill. I think that will work. So yeah, there's those. And I mean, they're on this. I want to get like a little wallet insert so I can put all my cards in here, and that's the plan. I just don't know what kind of wallet insert I should get. And I did order a little folder, like one of the like plastic folders from this year's like is it Love and Travel or something? I did order that with the underwriting board. So there is that. I think this is so cute. I love these traveler's notebooks. I'm converted, but I think it would be nice to have this as well, where I can like have a wallet, but I always have a notebook. I have a couple notebooks in there. And then I think what I'll do is I'll put one of my Kaweco Sports in there, and that will be that. Okay, so that's my traveler's notebook. I'm trying to do this where I'm not like, I'm trying to do this like in an orderly fashion where I'm not just like sitting on things forever, but I'm also trying to keep it semi-organized on my workspace because my desk is looking pretty rough right now. So I'm trying to get the garbage all in one place so I can throw that away and then keep the other stuff. But it's a little difficult. And I think are these my last two things? Yes. Ha. Okay, so this is just some more connecting bands for look what I was doing with the elastic, but this is for my regular traveler's notebook. So I grabbed that. So that's just that. I don't need it right now, but I was really excited about this. I have been looking for a pair of scissors that I can travel with, and this was just in the other day when I checked Atlas's website. I don't know if they're any good, but I think it was $10, so it wasn't crazy expensive, but I wanted to try to see if I can cut something. Do I have something to cut? I did earlier. Now I forgot. Okay, so really though, this is just gonna be a fidget, and I've got my stickers. I'm gonna cut out this guy and just see how well I can cut with these. If I'm able to twirl and get in there. I think they're gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but for like, they're just gonna go in my traveler's notebook, like my little compartment. I think they'll work. They're not very sharp, which is nice, and they do have a dull tip. But they actually are, the blades are pretty nice, like they cut really well. And if I'm only having them for travel, that's really nice. Okay, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So I'm gonna just use this sticker here. This is washi paper sticker that I got from Amazon, and I just ordered another pack of it because I am in love with it. Makes me happy. So yeah, and then I'm gonna it just slides in and out. I'm sure I could have found something else, but I thought this was cute. I love the colors. I love Kokuyo's campus stuff. I have a lot of their little notebooks, and yeah, and it was on Atlas. It was one of their just in. I thought, okay, yeah, great. And they have them in a couple other colors. So if you like those, check that out. That's really cute. I like that. Especially if you're looking for something that's compact that you want to take with you that is safe. Like this is definitely blunted. So it's not going to be like these ones. I worry sometimes taking them places because they have that pokey top. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so now we're getting into the inks. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, so I've had this guy for a few weeks now. And I hadn't opened it yet because I was waiting to find an ink or something. I don't know. I think I was gonna do a video with it. Oh, that's cute. I like that. It's really cute. Because the other one, I have the purple one too, and it came with the different side. But I have the Moonlight one. This one is an all sport, so this one is metal, and then the other one is plastic, like their normal plastic one. So it's just a regular sport. And I found that I really like these aluminum ones, even though the metal on metal sound can sometimes really get to me, like right there. But I have found that the more I use these, the less it gets to me. So there's a cartridge in there. And I did pull this out earlier because I was trying to decide if I was going to do Rambling Rose by Tom Studio, or if I was going to do Yozakura, but I really want to swatch Yozakura, and I can't swatch it without opening up one of these, so I'd rather just throw it in there. I forget what Yozakura means in Japanese, because I know I have Sailor Shikiari Yozakura. I really want to know, so I'm going to look it up and I'll be right back. Okay, so yo is, I guess, night in Japanese, and sakura is cherry blossoms, so it's cherry blossoms at night. Really cool. I didn't know that. Wow. I feel fancier now that I looked that up. I love to look that stuff up, and I'm creating kids that need to do that too. So yeah, I didn't clean out my nib. I probably should have. Oh well. I shake it and play with it. I always have a hard time getting Quebecos to start. I probably really should have cleaned out my nib, but I didn't. So, oh, here we go. There we go. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. I just know that this is a pink, and I love that these come with the clips. Ugh, if it will go on. That is tight. Okay. I liked the bow. Okay. I do like the bow to be showing, though. The little bow for the Hello Kitty. That makes me happy. That's not moving. Okay. So, this is the only one that I'm going to just do my normal style of on here. Okay. And this, oh, we'll flip the camera here a little bit. I moved it a little closer so we could really get in there. So this is Graph on Faber-Castell. Yozakura. This is a very light pink. This is, yeah. And I don't know if it's just because I just started it. Also, I always tend to notice that my Quebecos run really dry until I cut out a little piece. I do it. I don't recommend it to other people, but I do it. Do it at your own caution. Eggy Bunny on YouTube here has a tutorial. I'm not going to do a tutorial on it, but I've done it. She does it at her own caution too, and I think these tines need a little bit of adjusting too. And I'm going to do that right here, but off camera, because I am not an expert by any means, and I don't want to steer somebody wrong, but I have figured out how to semi-fine tune something for it to work for me. I just want to make sure that this is the color. That is a very, very light pink. It really matches, though, really well to this pink all sport. So I don't do that very often, the quick brown fox deal, but I just wanted to. I do think, yeah, I'm going to test that out and see, but I don't want to do it quite just yet. I am really loving adding stickers to these things, and so here's just one more. And I have kind of gotten over like my feels on, these are my own stickers that I designed for my stuff. And I was feeling like, oh, maybe I don't like them, but I do. I actually really do now the more that I use them. All right, so here's Tom's Studio. Today, I decided that I wanted to kind of go back to my little ink splotch drop thing that I've done in the past with, you know, you do a drop of ink and then you use a little piece, and I've got all these, you know, pieces of plastic from all this stuff that I just opened, so I thought it'd be fun. All right. So, other people have done this. And I've got this tiny pipette, and so you do just like 1, 2, and this is Rambling Road, Tom's Studio. So, or Rambling Rose, not Road. And then just, yeah. This was such a pretty pink, and I am like, oh, I'm all about pinks. I am working on organizing. I say this, I think I say this like once a week, but I am really getting close to being able to do my pink ink video. And look at, I just bought another bottle of pink. It's so pretty. So I decided that I haven't busted these out a while. I've had these for a long time. These are my bee nibs. I have the full like line of them, but they have like a rounded tip, so you can get some really cool lines. And this is the before. I know a lot of people use bee nibs for this stuff, but they're usually the bigger ones so they can get the big lines. But I really wanted to try it. Ooh, I have not cleaned that nib out in a while. Look at that, that was blue. Whoops. But you can get these really cool, like, blank lines. Okay, oops. And I got this nib holder at an estate sale. I should talk about that at some point, but that estate sale was so cool. It was an artist who, his dad created a comic called Hagar the Horrible, and he went on to write and draw for it after his dad. And he left, like, when he passed, he had lived here in town, and when he passed, he had his estate sale on all of his art supplies. And so I went nuts. I got so many cool things, but he had a couple Quebecos too, so I have one, and I'm like, it was dirty and full of ink, so it had been used. I was like, this was used by the guy who created a comic book or like a comic strip, or wrote for a comic strip that was in newspapers all over. So I just think it's so cool, and I never would have gotten it if my friend wouldn't have told me. She's very much so into that kind of stuff. So I have paper from him. I have, yeah, so it's really cool. Yeah, Hagar the Horrible, if you've ever heard of it. But oh, see, look, I love that you can get these really, so this is one of those where if you want to do headings and things, I really like it. But I love how just thick and rounded you get with the B nib. So, but you can get, if you use the B4, the B5, they are smaller. And I think there might even be a B6. I can't remember, but I know you can get them pretty small. So there is that one. Cleaning out my little pipette here. We'll go on to the next Tom's Studio. Put that one back in its box, and I've got, this one was called Gold Luster, which is a shimmer ink. And so look at that beautiful shimmer. That's a really pretty gold shimmer. I'm excited about this one. I have been looking for more yellows and golds. I don't know if other people go through this, where they go through different, like, I always love pink and purple, but I go through phases where I like different colors. Like, I like my earthy tones and things, especially when I'm really doing my plein air and outside. I have never really been into yellow until recently. So there's my yellow. So I'm going through a yellow phase, and I am here for it. I discovered how much I love J. Urban's Ombre di Bermani a couple weeks ago. So I have that in a pen, and I just have been liking yellows a lot. So I thought, let's try this one. It looked pretty in the swatch, so I wanted to try it online. And I didn't know if it was going to be readable, what it was going to look like, but yeah. I thought maybe it would be a really good one for my Hot Toddy pen. So I don't know if it will look great when you write with it in a smaller pen, but it is like a nice, almost mustardy yellow, but not quite. So it's I don't know how to describe it. It's really, really pretty. And this is called Gold Luster. Let me just double check. Yes, Gold Luster. I have been really impressed with Tom's Studio stuff. I really want to try one of their fountain pens, but I've always, up until recently, have steered clear of like the metal things. So maybe, but I also think I'm okay if I just use their two. I don't think I need any more, but I have 2 Wrens and one Lumos Mini. I don't think I need any more Wrens, but I think it'd be nice to have one more Lumos Mini, either or Lumos or the regular size Lumos. I haven't decided yet, but I do like them, and I like this ink, and I'm glad I have a full bottle. I'm going to ink this up probably real quickly. That is really pretty. I also ordered the Quebeco Sport in the honey, and that might be an option, so that may come around. We will see. We shall see. Okay, now we're going to get to our Jare Bonds. I saw somebody else swatch this like 2 weeks ago, and then somebody else swatched it, and I was like, oh, okay, I have to try Moulin Rouge, because I have the brown Eiffel Tower. I have the Eiffel Tower brown, and I have the rooftop gray, like blue gray, and so this one is the red. And I am still trying to find a red that I really love, because red is hard for me. I don't always love red. Not because I like have any negative feelings towards it. It's just it's such a bold color. And bold in, like, how do I describe this? I have always seen it as a bold in like a sensual way. And I like bold in like a fun and bright and loud kind of way, if that makes sense. Not a loud like give me attention because I am seductive, but more like rap, like loud because I'm like to party and have fun and be your best friend, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's how I've always felt about red. But I love the color. It is such a beautiful color, and the swatches online, this looked very much so like a red that I would love. Like the color of Snow White's lips is the best way, and it is definitely that. And I think I may have to pull out my Scarlet Esty for this. I don't have it inked right now because I'm trying to ink less pens. So when one of my pens runs out of ink this month, this is going in there. Oh, I like that. Maybe I do a couple lines here. What if yeah, I love these little bee nibs. They're so fun. It's just fun to like get some really cool line work. I've done some really cool lettering in my lettering practice book, because I had these before, the bee nibs. I had the dip bee nibs like before I really got into fountain pens, so it's kind of fun to use them again, because I do love my fountain pens. But even like a double broad doesn't give you as beautiful of a line as a bee nib does. All right, I'm really excited about this one. This is the Vert Cactus. Ugh. All right, here we go. We'll do 3. I don't want to put that back in the bottle because I've already used these. Okay, my one. So I have two bottles, or 2 cups of water over here, and one of them is already starting to look pretty rough. Oh yes. That is an excellent green. Oh, it's like a shade darker than Alt Gold Grün, which is definitely my, like right up my alley. That's like my sweet spot is, oh, yes. Yeah, Can you tell I bought these bottles sight unseen? I have an opinion on things. Like, I know that like getting the sample is really smart quite often, because then you're not left with a bunch of bottles. But I also look at, okay, per ounce, or per milliliter, if I were to go to one of the sample sites and I have to pay shipping and I have to get that because I wanted 3 inks, I am spending so much more per milliliter on this. And then I have enough, like, where if somebody wants to trade with me, then I can trade, or like I can use it for art or whatever. I know it takes up space, but when the bottles are like J. Herbin's, like, I didn't see these in the 10 milliliters, but J. Herbin's bottles, I think this came out to like $11, $10, $12, something like that. But like, when they're for this, how many milliliters is this? I don't know. We'll check with the gray rock one. 30 milliliters. So 30 milliliters, I'm gonna spend $4, at least $4 on a sample. And that's like 2 to 4 milliliters. I'd rather just buy the bottle. Like, that's just how I feel. And you know, you don't have to feel that way, and that's fine. I'd rather just buy the bottle. Then I have the bottle. I know, because I've had the case where some of the samples aren't the right color, aren't the same color as the bottle. So I fall in love with the sample, and then I get the bottle and it's different. That happened to me with Cosmic Swirl. I was Robert Oster's Cosmic Swirl, and I was really disappointed. And it's really hard. So I just would rather buy the bottle in some cases. Actually, probably most cases. But that's just me. That is a me thing. So we can all have our opinions on that. That's my hot take of the day. I'd rather buy the bottle. I've also come into the problem where I can't get a bottle of something that I'm really in love with because I got a sample and it was a special edition, and then I'm like scouring and hyperfixating until I find something that's exactly the same, or you know, something like that. And so I just, yeah, I'm a bottle girl. It's okay. We all have our things. I'm sure there's other people who are like, I'd rather just have a sample because then I can play with more. This is really beautiful. So I'm a big fan of grays. And this one really reminds me of the paint, the watercolor color that is called Payne's Gray, and that is one of my absolute favorites. Again, I want this in a pen yesterday. So, oh, I am loving these colors, these new colors that J. Herbin came out with. Yeah, this looks like Payne's Gray to me. That looks very similar, I think, too. I think if I put it next to Earl Grey, it would be very similar. But I think this one, where Earl Grey is like warmer, this is a little cooler. But I love, love, love Payne's Gray. And that is Payne's Gray, like right there, Payne's Gray. So if you love Payne's Gray in watercolor, you might like this Gris Galet. It's beautiful. I don't know what Gris Galet means, but it's got a picture of rocks, and this has a picture of an iris. So I'm guessing that it's like gray rock, but I'm not positive. So I just realized that I wasn't recording for this one. Pretend that you saw this, but this is beautiful. The most beautiful purple I've seen in a while. Like, oh my gosh. It is very blue leaning. This is the kind of purple that I've waited for my whole life. Okay. I love it. Oh, all of these are these new ones, and it makes me wish I would have just grabbed all of the new ones, but this is the Vert Cactus as it's dried. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I am really digging the colors that I grabbed new. They're probably going to get inked up for whatchamacallit. But yeah, so I feel really silly because I even gave you guys a little anecdote, and I'm not going to repeat it because it's just too much. So I'm sure it will come out at some point. But this is what I have. I got Pannonia Aster, which is a Hatch exclusive from Endless Pens, because I got the Aster pen. I didn't do an unboxing because I wanted to play with it for a little bit and then like give you my review, because I've got so many unboxings that I've done recently, and I just was like, I just want to play with my pen. And so I did. However, I am really mad at myself, because I ordered it and I got in before, like, because this pen sold out really fast on Endless's website. It is a beautiful pen, and so I totally get why it sold out. But I loved the purple with the silver, and I wanted another Leonardo, and I had those funds because I was like, I'm gonna save and wait for the right Leonardo, because I love the one that I've got from Karina Loves to Plans collaboration. So I ordered this, and I've been like looking at seeing how I feel about like more of the elastic or the fine nibs, and I think I had a really heavy hand. So when this came, I didn't unbox it because I just wanted to enjoy my pen without filming, and sometimes I'm giving myself the opportunity to do that just because I'm allowed. I want to remind myself that I'm allowed to just enjoy my pens without posting. This one I got with an elastic fine, and I cleaned the nib and everything, and I inked it up with the Pannonia ink. And here is what happened. I was trying to write with it, and I was trying to figure out how to handle it, and this happened. And I pulled the nib out because I didn't know, but it wasn't writing, and so I was trying to press harder, and then I was trying to do all my like little tricks, like, you know, doing the backside with the ink, and yeah, I broke the feed straight in half, and I was bummed because, and I don't know, but I wouldn't read that some of these, the elastic nibs aren't the best, but I knew that I wasn't going to get like the calligraphy like thing, but it was just going to give a little bounce to my writing. And I have some softer nibs, like, I don't know what happened, but it broke. So for now, I did order a new just regular nib. For now, I have my rose gold nib, my extra rose gold Leonardo nib, and I think it looks really funny because I really loved the silver. That was one of the things I really loved about it. Like, this has like this beautiful casing with asters on it. Like, it will not zoom right, but this has asters all around it, and it is just a really beautiful pen. So I was bummed, but I'm so happy that I have the tendency to order extra nibs. And this one was the original nib that came on my Karina Loves to Plan pen, because by the time that I ordered her pen, the only thing that was available was medium, and so medium and broad, I think, and I ordered the medium, and then I got an extra fine nib. So yeah. So I did end up going with, so I did end up finding from Pen Realm the fine nib, and so it will, or in the silver, so it will be here. It won't be the elastic fine. I don't know, I'm really bummed about it. But I also do have this, what size is this one? This one's also a medium. But I have a Heinz Penco nib that I could throw in there too if I really wanted. But I will stick, because this one's pink, but I will stick with this for now. This ink is lovely. It shades into this pink, but it has like a blue tone, like almost the Diamine's Jacaranda, but it is different. And so I really, really like this ink, and I am happy that I got both, because I ended up just getting both to have, and I just inked this up right away with the Aster. But yeah, I was kind of bummed, but I don't blame Leonardo. I don't blame Endless. I blame myself and because I really do think, it was me. I was either too heavy-handed or I messed with it in the wrong way. So I didn't even reach out to them. I just bought a new nib because in the whole scheme of things, the nibs are only like $25. So that's that pen, and that's my latest acquisition. So yeah, all right. Most of these right now are pretty dry. So so this one, because it is in a cartridge and it's in my Niconeco, that is really light. It looks to me like it does have kind of like a bluish tone to the pink, but I'm not 100% positive. I might have to do some more experiments with that. But that is a really pretty pink. It's just very light, and I don't know if I'm gonna love writing with it. I may end up switching this to the Rambling Rose, because that Rambling Rose is so pretty, and it is just as pretty here as it was when my friend had it. There's the gold luster. The gold has a lot of shimmer, and I really like that. The Moulin Rouge, I think I'm looking at it, this is just slightly more saturated than Rora and Klingner's, what is that one? Morandi Red. And I think that's why I like this one, because Morandi Red is almost like really, really like desaturated red. This one has a little bit more saturation, but it's not in your face red. It is very much so. It's not like, hey, you got everything wrong on your paper. This is like a really nice, I could write with this every day red. Vert Cactus is starting to have like a black sheen in places. It's still a little wet, but there is a black sheen. It does shade to black. Like this is the black shaded. It's really pretty. And I think these two might be my fave. So like this is definitely a blue gray that's legible, but also it is Payne's gray. Like I just am like, it's Payne's gray. And then this iris suggests or sagus is absolutely like bright, brilliant blue violet purple, and I am all about it. It does have a sheen. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it does actually sheen, and the sheen looks to be gold, like a golden sheen. You see that sheen? That's really pretty. Okay, and then there is Aster, which it still needs some drying time too. So that is my very long, very drawn out haul. I hope you loved it. I am feeling very low energy today, and I know it's a lot of because I moved around a lot over the last few days, but I'm also just feeling very low energy. So I didn't bring as much energy to my video, and but that's who I am. So I'm bringing you me in all of my forms. Yeah, low energy, but still able to function and get out of bed and do the things, because I take care of myself in so many better ways than I used to. I do want to do this because this is really fun. I want to show you this really quick because I just love these Speedball bee nibs, and I'm pretty positive because I got my set, one of my first sets, because I have a couple sets of these bee nibs. Got one of my first sets from Atlas, so I don't know if they still have them. I will check, and if they do, that will be my link to Atlas, because you can use my code there and get 10% off your order. And most of this, except for this Aster right here, funny that I'm using this, but I just think it's really fun to do these really big letters with this. So you can have a lot of fun with these and get those really cool headers. And this is the stuff that I spent so much time doing. I'd fill like a whole page with R's. And so now I can just kind of do it off of memory, because I would look at different fonts and things. So this is a serif font. So yeah. But they're fun to play with. I think the bee nibs are. I think the bee nibs are my favorite. And you can also just, have your rounded letters. I always like to put my cross there and see, and then you get really nice roundedness. So that's just, if you haven't used like the smaller bee nibs, they're fun. I don't know. Have you used them? Let me know, because I really enjoy them. I think they're great. I just love how they look. But yeah, and I love that you can get more of the color of the actual, you know, the shading and the different properties with them. So you can do that in your journals. And I totally just spilt water on Cactus. See? Oh, well, now we know that Cactus is not water resilient at all, but I assumed so because most inks aren't very water resistant. Okay, that is it. If you got this far, leave me a cactus emoji. I think there's a cactus emoji. If not, leave me some sort of leaf. Let me know if there's an ink that you really like from this, or if you are interested in trying them out. Again, Amanda 10 on Atlas will get you my 10% off. And yes, and I still have the digital file to print these stickers as well. So if you still want them, they are on my KOFI shop, but by no means do I expect anyone to buy my stickers. I just think they're fun for myself, so I share them with you. And that is the video. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.